Hey guys. Hey guys, today I want to show you the tattoos on my calves. They pretty much go from up to my kneecaps all the way down to my ankles minus this one, this part of my leg. So here we go. The first tattoos I've gotten were these Chinese characters, 1, 2, and 3. These characters pretty much are the characters that are the first part of my sister's names, and it was my first one. This took about 45 minutes, and it wasn't bad for a first tattoo. And I really advise for anyone out there who wants to get their first one to get something small like this, and this was really manageable. And this was done by Melissa Lotus. I'll include all of my artists' like Instagrams in the description of the video, so check that out. So after that one came this guy. This was done by the same artist, Melissa Lotus. It's pretty much koifish right here. Zoom in a little closer. You got cherry blossoms here. You got some waves going along as well. And this is her specialty, the lotus flower, hence her name, Melissa Lotus. And I think this was a really nice touch to the piece. And also you got the Chinese character here, meaning family. This took about 3 to 4 hours. Again, pain-wise, not that bad because it's on the outer part of the leg, so not that bad, really manageable. I also recommend if you're looking for a tattoo, this is probably one of the easiest spots to get in my opinion. Only except when it got to there, closer to the bone right there, it got kind of weird and it got kind of, the pain was like, ugh, didn't really like that. But yeah, so this is pretty much the koi right here. And speaking of koi, the next piece that I got was these two koi fish. So you can see this one right here. This koi is streaming up. And that koi is streaming down. These two took about 2 sessions and in total 8 hours. You can tell by the detail how well these kois were done along with, the fish and the shading. I really like these koi fish. They're really well done. For those of you, you can tell that this koi specifically, the colors are kind of changing a little bit. And that's my fault because after the tattoo was done, I kind of exposed it to the sun. And once you do that, the color starts to fade initially. So unfortunately, that's what happened. But, over time, I think it's kind of cool, having 2 different color kois. You got the darker one right there. And you got like kind of a lighter version right there. Oh, and also I forgot. So the meaning behind this koi fish was pretty much, I wanted, an upstreaming koi pretty much it means that, you've overcome an obstacle. And being the first one to graduate from college, it was definitely not easy for me, but I got it through the help of my family and friends, hence why I put the family character right there. And the upstreaming koi, I got through college and, my parents couldn't have been more proud of me. And that's why I got this piece specifically. Now, for these 2 koi, the reason why I got these 2 is because one represents mom and one represents dad. So that's that. Really beautiful piece. I really like these koi fish, how it came out. Now, the next one are the words and the roses. The words I got first. The words pretty much say, in every conceivable manner, the family is linked to our past, bridge to our future. I found this quote, my sister showed it to me, and I'm like, wow, this kind of stuck with me, and I really liked that quote. And, one day I was like, why not? Family means a lot to me. I'm a very family-oriented man, so to have this tattooed on me means a lot. And this took about probably half an hour, really, really short time. Now, the inner part of the calf is a lot more tender than the outer part because, there's not much fat. You can tell, like, look, it's really tender, So this one, the pain was like, it's not bad. For sure not bad. It's definitely the outer part is a lot better. But this, not too bad. And now, after the words, I've got these roses right here. And the filling, right on the shin. These roses and the filling is what I get the most compliments are. And I have to say these are really, really, really nice. The artist who did this was really chill. I really liked working with him. I'll include all the artist name in the description of the video. And these took about 8 hours. And yes, they took quite a while. It took 2 sessions. The pain wise, it was probably, since it's the inner part, it's not going to be easy. And once it got closer to the kneecap, that's where it really kind of felt really funky, and I didn't care for that much. Surprisingly, the shin bone right here, not bad at all. I have to say, like you would think that it would sting because it's right on the bone, but for me, not that bad. Not that bad at all. This was probably the worst pain-wise tattoo what I've gotten so far, because you notice how like this part, it touches the ball right here. So when he did this and when he did more of the shading, I was like, oof. I kind of like was moving around a little bit, and that's my fault. But man, just touching this area was really uncomfortable. I have to say the most probably uncomfortable part of my tattoos. But overall, I really like how this came out, and it's beautiful. Get a lot of compliments on it. And you know, the meaning behind this is, again, since I have 3 sisters, as I stated previously before, 1 rose for each sister, pretty much. Simple as that. And then lastly is her, this geisha. This geisha is really beautiful. This took about 2 sessions. 1 took about 8 hours as well. 1, you know, obviously for the outline, and 2 for the shading. Now, this part, it was kind of painful because obviously it's the inner part, as I stated, and like, I don't know, don't get me wrong, the tattoo artist who did this, extremely professional, very well done, knows his shit, but he might have had a heavy hand, and like, when he was doing the shading, I felt the burn really badly. Maybe my skin was being really sensitive that day, but it wasn't that great, but manageable, of course. And this is what she looks like. And there's a lot of detail with her, especially in that hair. Oh my god, that hair is just beautiful. And her body as well, just down here in the shading, it's beautiful, everything. Now, the reason why I got this geisha specifically was because geishas represent beauty, wisdom, and intelligence, and I got this specifically from my grandmother. And you can see all these little flowers right here, and these are called sampaquitas, pretty much the Filipino flower, and my grandmother's Filipino, so I got a total of 6 of those on my leg, so pretty much 1 for me, 3 of my sisters, and my mom and my dad. And that's a really nice piece. And that's it, guys. Those are my tattoos on my calves. I'm looking to get more on my thighs. I'm not sure how painful that's going to be. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any thigh tattoos, if it's painful or not. But peace out. Hopefully I get more tattoos in the future and I can, make a video about them. But until then, peace.